Good morning, Cardinals fans. How is everybody? Are you good? Because, Colton Wong's hurt, Jed Jerko's hurt, Michael Wacha might be hurt. Again? Still? Matt Carpenter left the game sick, Jack Munoz took a pitch off the arm/ribs, and I woke up with a wicked crick in the neck. Is that what you call it when you turn 30 and you're suddenly old? Is it a crick? Nonetheless, I'm clearly a little day to day, but aren't we all? Despite infielders dropping like flies, the Cardinals sent Miles Mikolas to the mound last night to try to follow up Jack Flaherty's series opener gem against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And for Mikolas, it was a chance to sort of swing the recency bias pendulum back in his favor as we look ahead at potentially who you'd like to start that one-game wild card game, if the Cardinals manage to get there. But there's work to be done before we continue that conversation. Now, if the first inning last night was any indication, we should not have been surprised that it turned out to be kind of a weird night. In the Pirates' half of the first, Mikolas allowed a double, a single, and a walk, but then got Josh Bell to fly out to Harrison Bader to end the threat. In the Cardinals' half, Matt MVP Carpenter led off the inning with a walk, as a leadoff guy does. Then Yadier Molina proceeded to double, as a two-hole hitter does. Now, Matt Carpenter is not what we might call fast. And that's on a normal, not flu game night. So he didn't score from first on the double, or from third on the fly ball to center field. And the Twitter rage was instant. Y'all do remember what he's done for the last, 3.5 months, right? Just keep that in mind. Also, let's just talk about the fact that he was evidently a little under the weather. Have you all ever tried to run while nauseated? In hindsight, it maybe isn't that surprising that they didn't try to push it with Matt Carpenter in the first. Nevertheless, the Cardinals did not score. But after that, neither did anyone else, at least for a while. The Pirates went in order in the second, as did the Cardinals. A Gregory Polanco base hit and a Matt Carpenter walk were the only base runners in the third inning, but nothing doing otherwise to bring either one of them home. Although Matt Carpenter may have gone home shortly thereafter, at least I'm assuming, because he left the game with what was described as a 24-hour bug. But let's be honest, we're all really just worried that it was the salsa. Conspiracy theory: what if they've run out of vegetables from Matt Carpenter's garden, planted by one Adam Wainwright, and the reason for the illness is the magic doesn't work with store-bought vegetables? But back to the game. So it went on and on and on. The Cardinals, as they have done so often and with such regularity in the last 6 weeks, continued to create scoring opportunities for themselves. However, much like they did in the first inning, they did not capitalize on the opportunity they had in the fourth, which turned out to be costly, as the following inning saw a less than sharp Miles Mikolas get beat around a little bit by the Pittsburgh Pirates, who put 2 runs on the board. Strangely, that would end up being enough for the Pirates, as the Cardinals were shut out for the first time since July 11th. What? But I guess if the clubhouse is battling some weird illness and infielder injuries like you wouldn't believe, it's not entirely unreasonable to see that they would have a little less fight. Although, to be fair, they did bring the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the 9th inning in the form of Adolis Garcia. Maybe not the guy you would have chosen with the game on the line just because of the inexperience. However, their options were quite limited at that point of the night. And Garcia put together a pretty decent at-bat, unlike good guy Greg Garcia, who started the inning by popping up a bunt on the first pitch, down by 2, leading off the inning. Hashtag never bunt. But back to Garcia, Adolis, not Greg. He put together a good at-bat, but couldn't quite capture whatever might remain of the August magic. The highlight of the night, though, was the bullpen for St. Louis. The combination of Shreve, Leon, Cecil, and Martinez out of the pen made easy work of the last 4 innings of the game and really showed off the flexibility that this bullpen can have. When it's not Dakota Hudson and Jordan Hicks and Bud Norris, it can be someone else. If they can stretch that bullpen beyond 4 specific guys, then they can shorten games and not have to put so much pressure on so many of the young arms in the rotation. Nonetheless, full strength infield or bench or not, these games matter every night and it's exhausting, but it's also exciting. The Cardinals still sit atop the wild card race in the NL by just half a game over the Milwaukee Brewers. Colorado is a game out and the Dodgers are half a game further back than that. So, drink those fluids, kids, and stretch before any kind of exercise. Can't afford to lose anybody else.